WHAS 11 Weather First.
Good evening. I'm meteorologist Alden German. Get ready for some more temperature whiplash. We're going to be very warm tomorrow and for a couple of days, but another quick blast of some cold air is going to be coming our way for the middle of the week. I'll let you know just how cold we could be getting ahead. You're watching the WHAS 11 Night Team.
Tonight on the Night Team, we are learning more about the teen found dead on Campbellsville University campus.
He was such an exceptional human being that shined a really bright light.
How Josiah Kiemann is being remembered by some who knew him best, plus the response from the university. And then, her impact on those living with diabetes was felt across the nation. Now, those whose lives Wendy Novak impacted are remembering the legacy she leaves behind.
Wendy Novak's legacy is global.
Tonight, we're honoring Wendy after she passed away at the age of 71. The WHAS 11 Night Team starts right now. A bright light, a leader, and a man of faith. 18-year-old Josiah Kiemann's life was taken from him Saturday. He was found unresponsive in his Campbellsville University dorm room. Thank you for joining us here on the Night Team. I'm Alex Dieterer. Tonight, we're hearing from some of the people who got to share their lives with him as they remember Josiah and the impact he had on everyone he met.
It's indescribably suffocating.
An unimaginable pain.
We've had an incredible life lived in front of us.
Losing someone you love.
Our community is hurting over the loss of Josiah Kiemann.
Campbellsville University is left putting the pieces back together after freshman Josiah Kiemann was found dead in his campus dorm room Saturday. Less than 24 hours later, police arrested 21-year-old Charles Escalera in connection to Josiah's death. Escalera and Josiah were teammates on the university's wrestling team, a team Campbellsville University President Dr. Joseph Hopkins says is now leaning on one another.
Josiah's teammates are understandably devastated, but they are strong. It is a powerful team. They are just so strong in their bond with one another and their bond of faith.
Star athlete, friend, a man of faith. Josiah had his whole life ahead of him.
He was such an exceptional human being that shined a really bright light into whoever he touched.
O'Brien Bird, Josiah's coach for 11 years, left reeling from the life lost too soon.
One of the hardest phone calls I've ever had to take was his best friend, Adam, called me yesterday morning and couldn't understand what he was trying to tell me. When I finally could hear what he was saying, it was just unfathomable.
Loved ones now left with more questions than answers.
The hardest part is explaining to these young adults, why.
And leaning on each other to keep Josiah's legacy and love alive.
If you have children, hug them tight. This is a reminder for all of us that life is truly a gift.
Dr. Hopkins said tonight that the university is providing counselors and resources for students and working to secure the campus to give a sense of safety to everyone there. Josiah's family has a GoFundMe set up to help pay for the costs of transporting Josiah back home to Montana and burial expenses. We have a link to donate on our website, WHAS11.com. We're learning new details tonight after a man was injured following a police shooting in Clark County last night. Charlestown police say they were called to a home early Saturday in regards to a man making suicidal statements. Police were able to locate the man's car on 9 Penny Nature Reserve just outside of Charlestown. Police say they found the man on one of the trails with a handgun. The man was allegedly arguing with family members. Charlestown police say Major Brian Gilbert, a commander, shot the man to gain control of the situation and preserve the lives of others present. The man was hit in the stomach and eventually life-flighted to U of L Hospital, where he is expected to survive. Indiana State Police are now handling the investigation.
We're going to conduct a very thorough investigation. We're not going to rush things. And that information will be presented to the Clark County Prosecutor's Office. One, we want to make sure that the officers did everything appropriate in their situation, review that side of things, but also the individual that has been injured, whether he's going to face any charges, that will be up to the Clark County Prosecutor.
Gilbert has been placed on administrative leave, and no one else was hurt in this incident. One of Louisville's strongest health advocates has died. Wendy Novak was a philanthropist and advocate for kids and adults with diabetes. The death of Wendy Novak was confirmed by her husband, David Novak, today on social media. WHAS 11's Connor Steffen spoke with those who knew and respected her throughout her life to put into context the immense loss our city is feeling tonight.
Hi, guys. I'm the person that the Institute is named after.
When it comes to Louisville legacies,
She's worked so hard for all of her life, really, to help eradicate this disease.
none may shine as bright as philanthropist and advocate for those living with diabetes, Wendy Novak.
Well, it gives you an idea of the commitment and fight and grit that Wendy Novak had.
In a post on X Saturday, Wendy's husband David confirming her passing, writing, quote, "The love of my life, Wendy, has passed at the age of 71, after living a magnificent life in spite of struggling with diabetes since the age of 7. She is now in God's arms. God bless you, Wendy, and thank you for being you."
Through the run of her whole life, she thought she would never be able to be a mom. She's got a beautiful daughter, Ashley, worked her way through that.
Here's Ashley speaking about her parents last February, when Louisville Forum honored the Novaks with the Fleur de Lis Award.
I have two incredible parents who have instilled in me a core belief that every person can make a difference in the life of another person. That is why we chose the name that we did, as fun as it sounds, but Lift a Life Foundation. Its word speaks to our mission.
In October of 2022, Novak helped create the Wendy Novak Diabetes Institute, equipped with a vision to expand diabetes care for children and adults across the city.
She loved her hometown. Wendy Novak's legacy is global.
In a statement, Mayor Greenberg called Novak a, quote, "incredible woman and community leader who will be greatly missed." Wendy was a fierce advocate for children with type 1 diabetes through her work with the Wendy Novak Diabetes Institute. And as a type 2 diabetic himself,
I've been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 20 years now.
former U.S. Congressman Mike Ward remembers Novak for what her strength did for him personally.
Wendy showed that it really is something you have to be on top of. Wendy Novak truly put her time and treasure to work for our community.
As Louisville says goodbye to one of its own, a legacy lives on.
Good things like that go on at the Institute every day. So thank you very much.
In Louisville, Connor Steffen, the WHAS 1119, on your side.
Just this past winter, Novak released a book called Diabetes and Me, which aims to guide people on how to live your life to the fullest while managing diabetes. Novak was 71 years old. A fence has gone up completely around Thortons on the corner of 1st and Broadway a full day before the gas station was anticipated to close for good. A company spokesperson earlier this week confirmed the location is scheduled to close down tomorrow. They did not give a reason why, but we did check LMPD crime data over the last year for that location. It showed there have been 34 crimes in the area, including assault, theft, and robbery. Demolition continued on an apartment complex in New Lou that caught fire nearly a week ago. Crews are spending hours demolishing the structure. The orders to tear it down are coming straight from the fire marshal. Take a look right here at the latest video night team photojournalist Aspen Hester captured earlier this evening. Much of the structure has come down now, looking less like a building and more like a pile of wood and drywall. Some portions of the building are still standing, but will soon come down as the structure has been deemed unsound. You can see some of the debris spilling out into a nearby sidewalk, now closed as crews work to clear the rubble. Louisville Fire still does not know how the fire started, and they do say it will be difficult to determine a cause. Investigators will rely on drone footage primarily for that and information from when they first arrived on the scene Monday. Today was the inaugural elementary indoor state track meet here in Louisville. Kids 12 and younger had the chance to compete today. The event was hosted at the Norton Sports and Learning Complex. And as photojournalist Addie Hill shows us, it's exactly the type of event this facility was made for.
So today we are at the KTCCCA Elementary State Championships.
The things that this facility was built for was to give opportunity to youth in the area, and we're starting this elementary program to start getting kids involved at a younger age.
Yeah, I think track and field, it helps you to be able to bond with a lot of other kids and boost your energy almost every weekend.
I was out here earlier watching the real little guys warm up and just watching the joy in their face. I was fist bumping them and doing stuff like that, so it was a lot of fun.
It's very rewarding. Last year I graduated 3 seniors out of our program, and all 3 got full scholarships to college.
My main goal is to just get better and better so that maybe one day I can go to the Olympics. I'm grateful that my coach, she lets us compete in almost every meet so that we can get better and better so that we can go on to be successful and great runners.
This track facility has been a big blessing to our track club, and I'm so happy that it's here.
Next week will be the inaugural state high school meet for the Kentucky High School Athletic.